Yo, what's going on guys? It's Anime One back here with a new video, and today I'm here with a new series of What If Naruto traveled back into the past and had a namikaze dojutsu. So the like goal for this video is of course gonna be 40 likes. So if you guys can get this video to 40 likes, I will upload the next parts to the series. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And if you guys do like the channel, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and also turn on the notification bell on so that you know whenever I upload a new video. So yeah, without any delay, let's begin the video. We see a boy huffing and puffing as he looked up at the Obito, who was currently the Tensei Jinchuriki, looking down at Naruto. Naruto looked up at Obito with the most hatred that he could ever muster. Things had gotten wrong in his life. Sasuke was dead. Why? Because he was the one who killed Sasuke. So in this one, Naruto is a lot different. He actually is, after Jiraiya's death, gave up on Sasuke and trying to bring him back to the village after he heard that the boy had joined the Akatsuki. He thought that Sasuke was too far gone, and instead, in the five Kage, instead of Danzo going, it was Kakashi who went, because Danzo was killed by the hands of no one other than our boy Naruto. Naruto had found out all of Danzo's secret things that he was doing. In this one, Naruto is a lot smarter, but he just didn't pretend to be. He also knew the flying Raijin Jutsu and Sage mode from the beginning, so he was a lot stronger. He found out Danzo's schemes and all that stuff, so he decided that he would kill Danzo with the help of Jiraiya and some other people. And right now, since everything had gone without Sasuke, Naruto would have lost to Obito. So exact thing is happening. Naruto had lost to Obito. Really bad. So Obito looked down at Naruto. Huh. It's over, Naruto. Everything that you worked so hard for will all be over. Soon everyone will be under the spell of the infinite Tsukuyomi, including you, and you'll live the life that you always wanted. You'll be Hokage in that dream. Don't you want that? You'll have the love of your life living with you, and you'll have kids with her. Live a happy, normal life, said Obito as he looked at Naruto, who was just looking up at Obito, and he did not know what to do. Obito looked down at Naruto. It's over. As he said that, he shot few through Chicker Bowl towards Naruto and pinned him down to the ground. I'll release the infinite Tsukuyomi now, said Obito as he went up towards the moon, and soon a red shot Rinnegan with Tomoes in them, aka Rinne Sharingan, appeared in Obito's forehead. So Obito went through hand sign, cast upon the world, infinite Tsukuyomi. So Obito said that. The last thing Naruto knew was, well, seeing a bright light, and well, as he was going to see that bright light, something changed in Naruto. All this emotion and trauma that he had went through in the past cracked something within him. Naruto's eyes changed. Something that would shape the world and shake it. Naruto's eyes had evolved, and they had become something that would terrify the world due to this power. The thing was, the Namikaze clan was actually a clan, even when people didn't believe it. Just like the Uzumaki, they were wiped out. But they were wiped out in such a way that no records of them being ever existed. And meaning, no one, even Orochimaru, knew about the Uzumaki clan. Only a few knew. And those few were Madara and Hashirama, because they both were the ones who had to team up against the Namikaze clan and destroy them during the Warring States period. But there were few survivors, and one of them was Minato's mother, meaning that Minato was only a half Namikaze, and Naruto was only a 25% Namikaze. But that meant they were Namikaze. And because of that, since only a few percent of him was Namikaze, he didn't awaken this power until he went through all of this shit. Naruto's eyes went through a change. Instead of being his dark blue color eyes, they became much lighter. And not only that, they had more shade of to them, more shine. It had a little bit of purple and light green in it. Naruto's eyes started to glow, and soon Naruto found himself. Where am I? Naruto thought, as this wasn't the infinite Tsukuyomi. You could feel it, because, well, when you're under a Genjutsu, you know that you're under one, and Naruto knew that he wasn't under one. What the? It, where am I? Naruto thought as he started to look around, and soon he came. Konoha. Naruto saw, but the thing was, there were only three heads. Did I? Naruto thought as he started to jump down the village. Soon he realized, but he could not touch anything. What? As Naruto was thinking that, his entire body started to dissolve into energy and soon went into a woman giving labor. She was Raito Namikaze, the the original mother of Minato Namikaze. She was giving birth to her child, her twins, even when her life was in danger. As with a final scream, she let out both of her babies, and then the doctor laid both of her sons down next to her. Ah, look at both of you. So beautiful. You look identical, she said as tears started flowing down her face. I feel my strength leaving my body. Sorry, mommy won't be able to see you grow up, she said as tears started flowing down her face, as the energy was leaving her body. She had given birth to both of them even when the doctor did say that it would be a risk since her body was naturally weak. As she looked at both of her child. I hope that both of you become excellent shinobis, she said as her eyes closed, and then she breathed out her last breath. The death of Naito Namikaze happened, this time being the mother of two twins, Minato Namikaze and Naruto Namikaze. After all that happening, Hiruzen was there as well, looked at both of the childs. Never thought that this day would happen, but he noticed something. One of their eyes were normal, but the other one, the boy named Naruto, his eyes were a little different. They're way too shiny, said the doctor as he looked at him. Is that a dojutsu of some kind? Said the other one. Hiruzen glanced at Naruto. Even he didn't know about Namikaze clan being an actual clan, so he was a little surprised. It might be. Maybe she hooked up with a guy who was, well, that's some kind of bloodline. Or maybe it's a mutation of two kind of bloods and it created a new bloodline, said Hiruzen, as the other doctors nodded, thinking that that was the most logical explanation that Hiruzen could come out with. As Hiruzen sighed, they both had lost their mother and father at such a young age. Both of them would be going to the orphanage. A few years time skip. Both Minato and Naruto were running around the orphanage, Minato being extremely fast, while Naruto being extremely strong. Both of them were considered genius prodigies in their own manner. Both of them were gonna join the academy when they were 8 years old. When Naruto had suggested to Hiruzen, who would come to visit the orphanage, that that he and Minato should join the academy a little early, since they can do most stuff that Genin can do anyway, even at such a young age, Hiruzen completely denied it. He said that they both should enjoy their childhoods as they have it right now, because when they do become ninjas, it will be stripped away from them. Naruto nodded, understanding exactly what Hiruzen was saying. Naruto's mind was racing around. If I'm at the time of a father, that means Obito still hasn't been born. And that means Naruto looked around as he was thinking, Madara is still alive. I have to find his location and kill him, thought Naruto in his mind. As Minato noticed that his brother was, well, a little spacing out. Hey, Naruto, are you okay? he asked as Naruto looked at him. Oh, yeah, I'm fine, bro. But, let's play, said Naruto as Minato nodded. And soon they started playing, well, what they like to call ninja and police force. Since, well, most of them, at most time, Naruto would be the one chasing Minato and, well, even as strong as Naruto was in his previous life, it's hard to say that he was strong enough, fast enough to chase after Minato, who inherently somehow had gained supernatural reaction speed and movement speed. It was strange to Naruto. I guess he was naturally that fast, thought Naruto in his mind. He became as fast as his father after literally mastering the entirety of the Nine Tails chakra. Thinking of the Nine Tails, Naruto thought in his mind as well. He heard the voice in his head. Don't let me in with all this mess. You do whatever you want, he heard Kurama in his head, who supposedly went back into the time with Naruto. Naruto just chuckled. Oh, Kurama, I know you miss me, Naruto said as Kurama's eyes started to twitch. Don't get ahead of yourself, boy, he said. Naruto just looked. Oh, are you saying that you don't? Naruto said as Kurama just, stay silent. Naruto pouted. Ah, you're no fun, Naruto said as Kurama just sighed. Someone get this brat his mom. Well, she's dead, said Naruto as Kurama's jaw dropped. Um, you shouldn't say that kind of thing with a smile on your face. Well, I've gone through so much shit in my previous life already. Is it surprising that I'm doing all of this to you? Naruto said as Kurama sighed. No, not actually. Naruto smiled at Kurama. Ha! See? Even you acknowledge that I've suffered. Who wouldn't acknowledge that you've suffered? And now, anyways, play with your brother or your father, whatever he is, said Kurama as Naruto chuckled. Yeah, it's all confusing me as well, but might as well enjoy it, said Naruto as when he finally caught up to Minato, who was getting tired. That was one of the things. Naruto had insane amount of stamina, an insane amount of chakra compared to Minato, who couldn't understand why did Naruto have so much chakra and stamina. Because, well, when they both were playing this game, at most of the time Minato would be much faster than Naruto, but they would tire himself out, and Naruto would eventually catch up to him and, well, catch him. So that was the thing that Minato never enjoyed. Soon after some time, they both entered the academy. And when they both did enter the academy, Naruto noticed something. The desks. They're much more older, Naruto thought in his mind. As Kurama started speaking. Of course they are, you idiot. You're what, like 50 years back in, like, not, come on, Kurama. It's not 50 years, right? Said Naruto, as Kurama thought in his mind. Yeah, it's probably not 50 years. Probably like 30, 33, 34, something like that, said Kurama in his mind. As Naruto nodded. Yeah, it's probably around that range, he thought. As both him and Minato went around at the back or the middle seat that was available and sat down. Soon the teacher came in with students. This was, well, Kushina? Naruto thought in his mind as he looked at Minato, who was blushing. Naruto nudged Minato's shoulder. Well, well, would you look at that? Said Naruto as Minato just blushed even more. Shut up, bro, he said as Naruto looked at him. Come on. I know she's cute, so... But before that, Kushina started to speak. My name is Kushina Uzumaki, she said as she covered her mouth with her hand as she was embarrassed to say that Tibane in front of everyone. Minato and Naruto both looked at her. She is somewhat similar to you. You say Datebayo so much, Minato said as Naruto's eyes started to twitch. I stopped saying that, right? Minato still just looked at him. Of course, you stopped it when you were 5 years old, but before that, you used to say so much Datebayo so much, but after we started teasing you, sort of, left it, said Minato as Naruto sighed. Well, whatever. And my dream is to become the first ever female Hokage, they both heard Kushina saying. As Minato stood up, I think you have a very admirable dream. My dream is also to become the Hokage of this village. Said Minato, just pretty much pumping his fist in the air as Kushina looked at him. He's kind of girly, she thought in her mind as Naruto the smile. Looks like they both are gonna end up together this time too, thought Naruto in his mind as Kurama sighed. I would rather not enjoy all of this, said Kurama as me and Naruto sighed. Well, whatever, he said, as there was another girl that entered the class. Oh, she's cute, Naruto thought in his mind. He saw her. She had white hair, and well, she looked similar to. He couldn't put his mind exactly who did she look so similar to. My name is Sora Uchiha. I'm glad I got to meet you all. I'll be staying in this class for a while, so hope you all are kind to me. The entirety of the boys' population started to scream, Sora-chan, you're so cute! She's from the elite Uchiha clan as well, said the other one, as boys were really starting to get after Sora. Naruto to the side. She kind of reminds me of Sasuke, said Naruto in his mind. Oh, now that you say of it, she might be a distant cousin or something, said Kurama. And Naruto looked at him. You know her? Yes, when I was inside Kushina. Well, her friend, or Sasuke's mother, Mikoto Uchiha. She had a big sister, and her name was Sora Uchiha. So I guess, and from what I know, she was unmarried, and well, let's just say that she died on the battlefield, said Kurama as Naruto looked at her, Sora specifically. Ah, that's interesting, Naruto thought in his mind. Sora saw Naruto looking at her with keen eyes. Why is he looking at me like that? She thought in her mind, as she didn't like all the attention the boys were giving her. It didn't suit her taste. As soon as she'd said that, the instructor of the academy told Kushina and Sora to go and sit next to Naruto and Minato. As they did so because that was the only seat available to them. As they both sat down, Naruto let Minato sit beside Kushina, and well, since there was no other choice, he had to sit beside Sora. So your name is Sora. Nice to meet you. My name is Naruto Namikaze. Naruto said, trying to shake her hand. She looked at him. Please, can you not talk to me? She said as Naruto looked at her. A feisty one, I see. Naruto thought in his mind. Okay, as you wish, Naruto said as he shrugged and just left it. Sora blinked in surprise. Oh, actually, take it seriously, she thought in her mind. She did this because, well, she would at least distance boys away from her. But he literally took it. Her eyes started to twitch a bit. You do know that I did that because I know you wanted to make boys stay away from you. So that's exactly what I'm doing. It's not like I'm interested in you or anything. Naruto said as Sora looked at him. Huh. Yeah, interesting, Naruto Namikaze, she said as she looked at him with a mysterious smile. Hey, what's with that smile you're giving me? Naruto said as it was giving him the creeps. She just looked at him and smiled. Oh, nothing. I just think that you're interesting. You're the first boy who has actually showed absolutely zero interest in me, except for your brother there as well, she said, pointing towards Minato. Well, I guess that's because he is interested in the red hair, she thought in her mind, but Naruto was different. Whatever. Let's focus on the class, said Naruto as the teacher was teaching all of them. After the class was over, and soon, after the theoretical knowledge was over, all the students went outside to actually start sparring. And to Naruto's surprise, he and Kushina were wants to spar. Huh, interesting. Sparring with mom, Naruto thought in his mind. Oh, she's not my mother anymore, thought Naruto again, as this was all getting too confusing. But then he entered the ring with Kushina, who was smirking. There's no way that this peepsqueak can beat me, she thought in her mind. As she looked at Naruto, she pointed her finger towards him. I'll beat you right here and right now, and so that I can become the first female Hokage. As she said that, Naruto looked at her. Was I as annoying as he was when I was a child? Naruto said as Kurama laughed in his mind. You were much more annoying than her, you brat, said Kurama as Naruto's eyes twitched a little. Well, I guess you're saying the truth, thought Naruto, as he got into his stance. As many people, especially the instructor, recognized that stance. That stance, it's similar to as he was thinking that, Kushina, who rushed towards Naruto with the Uzumaki style fighting style that he had learned from her village before coming to Konoha, actually started doing decent against Naruto, but Naruto's reaction speed and speed were now on par with Minato since Naruto again, in his previous life, did no chakra control and whatnot, use all of those stuff to boost his speed. So right now, he was probably the fastest outside of Minato in the academy. So after a few attacks, Naruto got bored. As see Kushina was going a punch into his face, Naruto actually just ducked under the punch and put his feet under her feet and swept her feet away, making her fall onto her butt. And then Naruto put his fist right in front of her face. Huh. I guess the Uzumaki clan isn't that prestigious after all. Naruto said with a smirk as Kushina just seethed in anger. Why you? She thought in her mind, as Naruto retracted his fist and gave her out his hand. No, now, don't be so angry and don't be so sour. It was all good. It was just a sparring session, said Naruto, but Kushina slapped his hand away. Don't talk to me. I will defeat you next time, she said as she pointed towards Naruto. Naruto just sighed. Well, whatever. He thought as Kushina was eating in anger, but the instructor noticed something. Both Naruto and Kushina were, well, toned enough to be Genins, and that was saying something. And then the next part came between Minato and Sora. And to Naruto's surprise, Sora and Minato tied. It was more that they both couldn't get any advantage over the other, and the teacher had to force the both of them to separate because, well, he already got the evaluation of who is the top dog in the class, and it was already obvious that it was Naruto. Since, well, he could see that Naruto's eyes that he had was special. And when Naruto did ask Kurama about the strange eyes that he had, Kurama said that he'll figure it out eventually. But right now, the abilities that these eyes provide, if he uses them, he'll die because his body's not strong enough to handle the strain of those eyes. But all he told Naruto was that his reaction speed will increase by a lot, and speed too. Then Naruto asked Kurama that does Minato have the same eyes, and Kurama shook his head. Minato doesn't have the same eyes, but he has the other uh, trait of the Namikaze clan, and that is hidden reaction speed and natural speed. Said Kurama as Naruto scratched the back of his head. Well, do you think I should do the flying Raijin? Naruto said as he was going back to home with Minato as he asked Kurama in his mind. Well, now that you say it, it will be quite troublesome when everyone in the village finds out that you're using the second Hokage's technique, and they will ask a lot of questions like how you learned it and whatnot. I think you should ask the old man about the flying Raijin, and then ask him about the basics and the knowledge of it. If you're able to figure out those stuff, I'm pretty sure even after 4 or 5 years, if you manage to do it or pull it off, they won't be that suspicious. As Kurama said that, Naruto looked around. Huh, that's rather interesting. Naruto said in his mind as Kurama sighed. You're a dumbass, that's why. What would you do without me, Naruto? Kurama said as Naruto just pouted. Shut up, you fluffy ball, said Naruto as Kurama started screaming in his mind, telling him that he was not a fluffy fur ball or something. Minato noticed that Naruto was spacing out again. Naruto, you're spacing out again, Minato said. Naruto looked back at Minato. Oh no, I was just thinking, said Naruto as Minato looked at him. Thinking? Said Minato. How about if he had a jutsu that allowed us to teleport? Said Naruto as he looked at Minato. Minato started to think about it. That would come really handy in battle, but like how do we know a jutsu like that exists? We'll have to study deep into space and time if we want to do something like that, said Minato as Naruto nodded. Well, I think I'll try to do something about it. I'll ask Gigi about it, said Naruto as Minato looked at him. I'll go too if you don't mind, said Minato as Naruto nodded. Yep, I don't mind at all, said Naruto as Minato accompanied Naruto towards the Hokage's tower. As Minato and Naruto always intrude heroes, and even when he was having sort of this serious discussion. Yo, old man, Naruto said, barging into the Hokage's office like it was his own, by the window that was, as he was inside. Naruto, didn't I tell you not to come through the window? Hiruzen said. Naruto just grinned. No, no, don't worry, old man. But I want to ask you something, said Naruto as me and Hiruzen just flipped his chair and looked at Naruto and Minato, who both were standing at the door at the window. So, what is it that you both want to ask me? Well, is there some kind of jutsu that will allow us to teleport? And if we do have some kind of jutsu like that, can you teach it to us? Said Naruto as Hiruzen looked at both of them. And where did you get that idea? Said Hiruzen. Well, it just popped up in my head thinking, how cool would it be and how much time would be saved if, if we could just teleport to places. So Naruto as Hiruzen looked at it. Both you and your crazy ass ideas, Naruto. But since it's both of you, and I do believe both of you will do good things for our village, I guess it's fair, said Hiruzen as he pulled out a scroll. This scroll contains the technique that Lord Second created. It's known as the Flying Raijin Jutsu. But in order to learn this, you need to learn Sealing Jutsu, which you both have no knowledge about. Naruto snapped his finger. About that, can I learn it from Kushina? Doesn't she know Sealing Jutsu like in debt or something? Hiruzen thought about it. Yeah, I guess you could, said Hiruzen as Naruto looked at Minato and grinned. I guess you'll have a chance to get closer to her, said Naruto as Minato sighed. You'll never change, Naruto, said Minato as Naruto grinned. Of course I won't. What did you expect? Said Naruto as just Minato sighed again. Yeah, whatever, said Minato, as Naruto took the scroll and just waved at Hiruzen. Bye bye, Gigi, see you later. As Naruto said that, both him and Minato started jumping through buildings, as Hiruzen chuckled. Both of those boys. They both are gonna be a troublesome pair, but it's not denying that they both are geniuses. I probably think they both will graduate in the academy within 1 year or something. And Minato's probably gonna get the highest score in the academy or something. He's too smart for his own good. Unlike Naruto, who likes training, Minato is a bookworm. He was in thought in his mind. Soon, Naruto and Minato, after confirming Kushina's location or house from Hiruzen, knocked on the door as Kushina opened the door to see both of those boys. Ha! Hey, Minato, she said with a smile, and then she looked at Naruto. Hey, why are you here? Leave, she said. Naruto looked at her as he sighed. Are you still sour about that I defeated you? Come on, take it up and get stronger or something. Don't be sour about it, said Naruto as he puffed out her cheeks. Fine, but why are you here? She said as she looked at both of them. We want you to teach us sealing jutsu, said Minato as Kushina looked at him. Sealing jutsu? But why? She said. Naruto just smiled. Well, if you forgive me, maybe I'll tell you, said Naruto as silly Kushina, for her own good, was too curious of a child, as he nodded. Fine, I'll forgive you. Now tell me, why do you want to learn Fuinjutsu, for fuck's sake? As both Mina and as Naruto smirked. We want to create a jutsu that can teleport us to locations. Naruto said the Kushina blinked. Oh, okay, I see what's going on, she said as she got a basic idea of what kind of sealing jutsu they both wanted to learn. But for that high level of sealing jutsu, you'll have to learn the basics first, she said as both Naruto and Minato looked at her. Well, that's why we came to you. We heard that the Uzumaki clan is a prestigious clan that specializes in sealing jutsu, so I think that you know most of it, and your sealing jutsu is even maybe more vaster than even freaking Lord Hokage. Said Naruto as Kushina nodded. I think that it is, but well, fine. Come in. As you said that, Naruto and Minato nodded. But unknowns to beyond to everyone, the one that was with Kushina was Naruto's shadow clone, and the real Naruto was going towards the Uchiha compound. If I want to get knowledge on Madara, I'll have to get knowledge on the Uchiha clan first, said Naruto as he was traveling through the Uchiha clan compound that allowed him to come in since, well, he was an orphan and, well, he was living in the village for a long time, so they didn't think that he was a spy or something. As Naruto was walking through the Uchiha compound, he heard a voice. Hey, Naruto, what are you doing here? Naruto turned around and, from his knowledge, in this timeline there should only be one Uchiha that knew him, and that was Sora. Hey, Sora, why are you looking at me like that? Said Naruto as, well, he was a little ticklish all over his body when Sora gave him a mischievous smile. Oh, nothing. Did he come here to stalk me or something? Said Sora as Naruto's eyes twitched. You really are a self-centered bitch, aren't you? Said Naruto as Sora looked at him. What did you just call me? She said, I said that you were a self-centered bitch. Why would I come to ever stalk you or something? Said Naruto as Sora's ears started to heat up. You bastard! You call me a bitch! She said as Naruto just smirked. Oh, I got under your nerve, didn't I? Well, I guess I know how to get under your nerve now. I'll just call you a bitch, he said as he looked at him. You little, she said as her eyes were twitching. I'll burn you away, fire style, fireball jutsu, she said as she threw a huge fireball towards Naruto in her embarrassment. Naruto just sighed. Whatever. Naruto went through hand signs. Water style, water enchantment wall, said Naruto, as he formed a water wall in front of him, and the entire, well, fireball was blocked. Naruto just sighed as the entirety of the steam was coming off. Well, is that okay? Said Naruto as he looked at Sora as he had calmed down a little. Yeah, fine. But why are you here in the Uchiha compounds? He said as Naruto looked. Oh, I want to know about the ghost of the Uchiha, said Naruto as he looked at him with a curious look. Why do you want to know about the founder of our clans? She said as Naruto looked at her. Well, I'm sort of interested in history, and I sort of want to get to know his character, and why did he betray our village and all that stuff. Said Naruto as he nodded. Well, I have some books on him. Do you want some? She said. Naruto nodded. Yes, I think it will be really grateful. Said Naruto as Sora nodded and gave Naruto some books about Madara in specific. Naruto started reading in the Uchiha library as Sora watched him. Huh, he's really focused, huh? She thought in her mind as she saw Naruto reading actually really seriously. Naruto completed the books within a few hours as he handed it down to her. Thanks, that knowledge was sort of helpful, said Naruto as he smiled. Don't worry about it. You're one of the few boys who actually don't fawn over me, said Sora as Naruto looked at her. I know it might be a strange question, but are you half Uchiha or something? Said Naruto as she looked at him and gave him a little bit of uh painful smile. No, I'm actually a full-blooded Uchiha like everyone in the compound, but this due to some birth defect I had this white hair and silver hair. She said as Naruto nodded, understanding. Well, I guess it is what it is. I'm not saying that it looks bad. It looks really good on you, said Naruto, as he blushed a little. You're really natural at this, aren't you? She said. Naruto tilted his head. What are you talking about? Nothing, Sora said. Naruto just started to walk away. Weird girl, he thought in his mind. As well, once he started to walk away, he got some information on Madara. Okay, now that I have some information, I actually need to find out his location of where he's at. From what I should know, he should be connected with the Ghetto statue in order to stay alive for such a long time. Thought Naruto in his mind. Soon. Soon Naruto would get to know all of his questions that would be answered. And soon Naruto would be the savior of this world. That would not happen until a long time. So again, yeah, I'm gonna end this part right over here. And again, if you guys do like this video and this series, get this video to 40 likes and I'll upload the next part as immediately as it goes to 40 likes. So yeah, I pretty much see you guys in the next one. Until then, peace out, guys.